Okay, so here we go. This is my first video, and quite possibly my last video I ever post to YouTube, but I really have learned a lot and used YouTube as a resource for making some of my selections. So I figured, you know, I would pass along the favor to everybody out there and kind of show some of the results that I get. I do quite a bit of this type of testing, but figured I'd post this one. So basically what I've done is, we'll come back to the gun in a minute or two here. So I've gone through and tested 3 different 357 SIG personal defense rounds. First here you have your Corbon 357 SIG 125 grain DPX, and you can see this is at, I don't know if you can see, but it's at 1350 feet per second, and the velocity is 505 foot-pounds. I don't know what barrel they shoot that out of. It's probably, you know, a 4.5 inch barrel that test is done. But you can see for a 357 SIG round, not moving along that quickly compared to you know, what the 357 SIG round was designed to do. So I'll move over to one of the double taps. I do carry this round from time to time. This is steps down to 115 grain. And you can see that the velocity is substantially greater. We're up to 1,612 feet per second out of a 4.5 inch barrel. My personal carry weapon is 3 3/4 inch barrel. So I kind of figure I'm somewhere around you know, 1,500, well, more than 1,500, 1,550 I think is what I used when I calculated that energy. So you can see both the double taps. Same grain, they post the same feet per second. So again, I kind of extrapolated based on a 3 3/4 inch barrel and used 1,550 as my energy. So you can get a look. I've kind of, you know, been through the selection process of choosing my hollow point, because I like the hollow points that have the, you know, this the diameter of the open port of the hollow point is as small as possible, so you get reliable feeding. So what I've done here is I shot the 3 rounds into you know, large 35-gallon bucket, 2 layers of denim on top to you know, aid in clogging the hollow point if that was to happen. So here's my results. You can see, right, this is the copper solid, lead-free bullet, and the expansion is pretty reliable. Opened up exactly what you would think, like what you would think would happen. So we move over here to the double tap ammo, and this is the Nosler jacketed hollow point, and you can see as far as weight retention, it's pretty much just shredded. Large part of the lead stayed intact, but other than that, the jacket shredded, and not much is left of the bullet other than, you know, that large piece of lead there. And then we'll move over to the jacketed hollow point, and this is pretty much, they call it bonded defense, but I'm pretty sure, and I'm sure someone will correct me, but I'm pretty sure this is the same or very similar hollow point. They buy it from Spear, and they renamed it, you know, the bonded defense jacketed hollow point. And you can see pretty similar results. You can see that some of the brass did stay intact, a little bit more so than if you go over to the Nosler jacketed hollow point, but pretty similar results. You know, I don't know if that's really a good thing or a bad thing, but I think that's what you get when you're you know, you take a 115 grain bullet and you push it to you know, 1,500 plus feet per second. It just shreds the bullet. So these were fired out of, so you guys get a reference point. It's a Glock that I've switched over, Glock 27 comes standard 40 caliber barrel, but you can get the Wolfe conversion barrels, which is what I've done here. Conversion barrel to 357 SIG. This is not a standard Wolfe barrel. If you were to get a ported barrel from Wolfe, it would actually have 2 ports on the end there. Because I do carry this, and I was looking for, you know, something that would be a little bit more comfortable, I had them cut down the barrel actually, and you know, this would extend past. There would actually be 2 ports on this barrel if you bought the standard Wolfe barrel, but like I said, I had mine cut down because I really didn't want all that length. I kind of figured I'd benefit from get some benefit from porting the barrel, but not necessarily all the benefit, but yet, you know, reduce the length of the barrel for convenience of carry. This is just other than that, standard Glock. You can see I've polished it. If anybody wants more information on how to go about polishing that, I guess I could share that with you as well. But that's it. Hope this video helps. Like, again, it's not a very scientific test. These are just my personal results. Before this, I was not carrying the Corbon, just because, you know, what's the point of going to a 357 SIG if you're only running 1,350 feet per second? You know, I kind of wanted to get as much bang for the buck as you can get when you're trying to comfortably conceal something. And you know, I like the fact that you're up 1,500 feet per second plus with these double taps rounds. But you know, I'm not convinced at the results here. I mean, I'm sure that would do a tremendous amount of damage, but as far as penetration and weight retention, I don't know how well they would hold up. As you can see, I mean, this is supposed to be bonded, and you can see it pretty much came unbonded. I actually shot several of these, and the other one of these that I fired, the jacket did completely separate from the lead. So, but like I said, I don't know how much they do, how much this particular bullet is designed differently than what it would be in a standard 9mm round. I don't think they do a whole lot different. I know, you know, I do carry, when I carry a 9, I do carry the DPX Corbon in a 9mm plus P. That's why I went ahead and got the 357 SIG version of it. But that's it. You can see there, you can get the equation for calculating your own foot per pound second off of, just Google it. But quite a difference in energy, but you know, all that energy going into a bullet that, you know, I would assume was designed to come out of a 9mm pistol, really it's pretty devastating. I have heard rumors on the internet about that the nozzle jacketed hollow point wouldn't hold up real well at high speeds, and I think, well, you could see there it's pretty much shredded. And I'm also going to assume that the reason that you know, Corbon is only pushing this bullet to 1,350 feet per second is because anything beyond that, unless you're going to go ahead and redesign the actual bullet, you know, maybe those would have folded completely back if you added another 100 foot-pounds of energy into that projectile. So that's it. Sorry for the horrible videotaping, but like I said, never done this before, and I just hope you guys can benefit from it. Thanks a lot.